yeah, about the other match that's floating around, looks like they have time to delay it until after the double. Also, someone asked earlier how many vodcasts we have in the queue. Let me check that quickly. I think it's just 2 or 3 now. Here's one. Yeah, we've got Sufi Hearts versus Withheld. And we've got an older one waiting. That's all. So 2 vodcasts would be in the queue for whenever we feel like filling a gap.
I think I found the new race chat. I think I found the call. I think we're good to go. And we got World of Warcraft as the music selection. So with Rainwave, is it just literally like people get to vote between like 3 different songs and they just always choose the most popular media?
I've not really used the site and the voting interface, so I don't exactly know how the voting works.
I'll pull it up. You can continue like running, mystery tournament and moderating. I'm gonna go pull up Rainwave and figure out what the heck's going on here. Okay, it is that. So it gives you 3 things to vote with.
I think maybe if you're a paid supporter, you get higher priority or something. Oh yeah, we just roll with what's playing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then we're on the OC. Can I vote? If I click on things, does it change anything? I have not logged in. Yeah, so this is a nice way for them to get some variance. So they give you 3 things to choose from. I assume if anybody sees Sonic, they just click on Sonic because they're just like that. But sometimes you get World of Warcraft. What is actually happening here? We got the give game.
No, that was for the floating match, but we're probably gonna push that back.
They lied to us. Oh, we're just waiting for 2. It is 1:59. I've solved the issue. We're not waiting on anything other than the passing of time. So what's this race chat that I joined? What? What are we doing here? I'm being tricked. Thank you, Moonware, for hosting. It's, I was gonna say thankless, but in fact it is actually very thankful. We just say thank you a lot. Come on, Gift Games. Was it you who said that you liked the guy on the frog? I can guy and frog.
The who? The guy on the frog? Ah! Your triple exclamation mark images.
Yes, I think he was the one who inspired it. He just like showed up on screen and I went, that man needs to show up more in my life. What gimmick can I possibly do?
You mean the Gomola speed boss? The frog with the whales? Yeah, that's a great sprite. Occasionally we see really fun sprites. I made some GIFs from them. Obviously our Spike Mole is even an emote. Or the cool smoking log from Splash Lake.
I have multiple penguins who are tumbling. Okay, so do I understand how Rainwave works? Did the song... Yeah, that was it. They chose Final Fantasy because it was the most well-known of the 3 genres. Good job, team.
Oh, there's my log. Looking for this guy. Here's cool smoking log from Splash Lake.
Oh yeah, I have him stacked as 3. Is ready to go. He's small though. He might be the best character that we've seen in MT so far.
Of course, our good friend Spike Mower.
We did start off strong. We did have the Knight from I Spy as game 1.
I don't think we're seeing it this year, because it was submitted it last year anyway, so I didn't resubmit it, but we also have some guys from Puzzle Des on the Super Nintendo.
I also just see small Amy going by. Have we had our fair share of Hololive or like VTuber games?
Did we have any so far?
I feel like there was one, but I wasn't able to actively watch it.
At least I don't think I've seen any new Hololive games. There was this kind of Mega Man style game, I think that was released in the last year. I don't think we've seen that. Here's a fun little whale from Puzzle and Des as well. Oh, that frog, okay.
I know, I know the one you're talking about, but that one has 6 exclamation marks on it. I'm waiting for the doubles before I release that one to the wild. He is. Now the one that you're thinking of took a long time to snip because he would send the whales away from him as part of his attack, but he wouldn't make the funny face unless he was sending out the whales, so I had to find the exact frame that the whales were still on screen. And it took actual amount of work. We're in another one of those situations where we just have a double and as we're getting later into the tournament, just asking nicely for them to have not played the game before. I like that whale. That's a good whale.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. And he's just on the world map, I think. He's not really a character in the game or anything.
Was it last year that we just saw the game that Mr. Do is from?
Neo Mr. Do. I don't think that was in MT. Did we have Neo Mr. Do in MT?
I just remember like seeing him and going, oh wait, but it might have not even, like it might have been like a GDQ or something where I just saw Mr. Do and I went, wait a second, I know that silly clown. Okay, for what could have, there we go. I was wondering what was taking these guys long enough to allow this to be a double and potentially even a triple. I'm gonna complain, and this is chat's fault. We have not had enough ball games, and no, Pac-Man doesn't count.
Pac-Man is very much a ball game. You control the ball.
And Gradius is a one-tire racing game and not a ball game. Try again. Now the Pac-Man like marble game was. I'm under the impression that like marble games and like ball games can be like slightly different. Like I don't know if that's true. I suspect people who are good at marble games are probably also good at ball games, and they probably are very similar in skills, but I like to think that they're slightly different. mainly because I just don't like marble games half as much as I like a ball game, be it like a Super Monkey Ball or a just any general like first person.
That looks like our racers are all in this chat, so I can put up these player cards and you can tell us something about these.
I can tell you
mostly
something about these
veterans.
racers
Yeah.
because we're gonna be pulling games here for a bit potentially. First we got Somegi, otherwise known as Some Girl. 62%. I think that's been higher recently. I think Somegi's actually been having a little bit of just running into tough opponents. This MT not included. Expert Navigator of Mazes should hopefully not apply to MT. We do try and avoid our mazes. Another one, I mentioned it with Marshmaster. 9th is often the point where we see a lot of just strong racers pile up as their best placement. Somgi's another person who I'm sure when people did predictions for this, some of them had her going into top 8. On the other side, we have ItMightBeMikey, is first time joining MT. We can pull up here the races they've done previously. Again, their text does not help. Easily encaptured by Picross. You're not going to see much Picross. It's one of those games that we just know that some people have too much experience in, some haven't played. And as a result, you're not going to see it. That being said, they're still in the tournament here at this point, and they're facing a good opponent, so they have some level of strength. You want to flip the cards here while also doing your other job?
Yep, here's our match number 2.
Fantastic. Here are some very familiar faces. Freeball is not in the MT Forever Club, but is pretty dang close with MT2 and just eyeballing it, 59 races plus whatever they've done this MT. Why is that an odd number? Why is that an odd number? Generally, if you have an odd number, it means that you've won one. Is a big part of this community, and not to be confused with Fireball, who's a different person. Pikapals does have stars, including a very recent one here. They got second in MT17, just had a big winners run. They are seeded for a reason, because they were also successful in their last MT, and with a 65% win rate, it is. We actually got a game. Let's go, kids! I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah, this is one that I'm really interested in seeing. This is a recent release and it looks really fun and cute, and luckily none of the racers seem to be familiar with it.
There's some, like, just saying something like this looks like an MT game is the most useless statement that you can make, because the whole point of it looking like an MT game is it looks like nothing else you've ever seen, but also looks very familiar. This looks like nothing I've ever seen, but also looks incredibly familiar. Yeah, this should be fun. Yeah, but Pikapals, represented by the Pachirisu. You know, the Pokemon. Not to be underestimated, and I don't think anybody has. Freeball's got some work to do if they're going to be beating Pikapals, no matter what this game is. Okay, we got games, we got chat. Chat's really excited, you can tell, because they're conversing about anything that... Odd number of losses. Winning the turn, but you have an odd... Oh, it's... Okay, so he does have an odd... Okay, I looked at math. I just went, that's confusing. Yeah, you can just go 3-2. That makes sense. Why wouldn't you? It's the odd number of losses that would... If you... Yeah, you still have 2 losses even if you go through winners. Actually, no. Could Pikapals... So Pikapals went through winner's side to get second, you'd only have one loss, right? Because we don't do double elimination at the end of an MT tournament. We just give you one free win in the best of 5. This is too much math. Some commentator once told me, don't do math on stream, you will only look foolish. And despite the fact that I'm generally quite good at it, this is too much thinking, and now I just want to watch somebody play a video game. I'll watch 4 people play a video game if you offer it. Okay, the demo that we're going to be playing has 32 levels. A respectable amount of levels, I say. If we have... This is banned. This song literally says it's banned. Why did they choose it? Yeah, 32 levels feels like a good amount of levels. More than that, and it feels like the levels take 5 seconds. And less than that, you start getting concerned about how difficult the game must be if you get handed a 10 level game. So this should be healthy. Look at the paste button. Too many words, can't read it. Looks like a platformer. We'll figure it out.
I can confirm that much. It's a platformer.
It has a jump. It can't be that hard of a game.
Retro says paste bun. No, in this case it's more like a paste neon. I think that's maybe too much of a tortured fun there.
Nah.
Slight teaser.
Saying game is cat game doesn't help anybody. We had friggin' End Step Steve, which is a cat game. And it had dog barking the whole time. So... End Step Steve, unfortunately, is a cat game. I don't know what to tell you, Bright Shadow. Cato was a cat game, but I think it was equally a toast game. We had the arcade cat game, which is about somehow as cat game as a game could be, because there are 100 different cat games with the same genre, but also didn't have to be a cat game at all. It could have been a guy in a stripes shirt and it would have been the same idea.
Aaron Dobby guessing Rockin' Cats or New York Yankees.
I do like the name.
Good guess, but as I said earlier, it's a recent release.
Is New York Yankees an actual game? Because I'm naming my fantasy team.
That's the Japanese name for Rockin' Cats, I think. Which is
an
NES platformer.
I am naming my next fantasy football, the New York Yankees, because that's brilliant. It's a great name for a game. It is unfortunately not any of those games that you guys have mentioned. Racers are getting in. It looks like it's going to be a big race. We have our 4 actual racers that we'll see on screen, but 9 entrants. It is quite likely that somebody who is actively racing and is close to their opponent is going to see somebody else finish and have that small moment of pure panic of going, do I need to do anything differently than what I'm doing now? And then refuse to do so because they immediately go back into racing. Even if the answer was actually meant to be yes. Oh, this is a Half Beastie sub. Let's go Half Beastie.
I did see all screens up, so I can already peek at the game.
Let's do that. That sounds great.
We are playing Super Puzzled Cat, which is a pretty recent Steam release. I've seen a few people stream this recently and it seemed really cute. So some kind of puzzle platformer. I'm not familiar with the details. I haven't really paid attention to what you do in the game. But it
I
seems very
watched the
nice.
Steam trailer. It looks insane. I'm excited.
Also, the puzzled cat is just very cute.
Yeah, she has like heavy like Anya from Spy X Family, but also cat, and is therefore always gonna be cute. Well, Aaron, join the race. You are very close to being too late. This race is about to start, but I can always put the pace bin in chat. Well, the pace bin's already in chat. You can find the game. It's on screen.
Yeah, this
I
is
will tell you,
this
it's
is
not
a
that long.
this is a demo, but it seems kind of sizable for a demo. And the full game is about $16. It seems.
Full game came out relatively recently too.
13th of January, so 2 weeks ago.
That's very recently. Okay. Yeah, $17 in American money with at least positive reviews. So, and it's similar to UFO 50, a game that I've played before.
All games are similar to UFO 50, probably.
Yes, the joke being here, the Steam is not helpful. I'm curious how often that shows up. If I just pull up every game I have on the Steam, how often it thinks that UFO 50 is similar. I'm excited. This looks cute. To note, the controls generally look like a platformer. The title has the word puzzled in it, and notably, there is one control for use items, and notes that the button for what the item might do can change, and might sometimes get confusing. I think that will be the puzzling part, especially given that we just saw a comment from Bright Shadow saying that this game controls can be a bit confusing.
Okay, so
And
he's
we're
a
off.
super puzzled cat. Which do I choose? Skip the worries, make a... I didn't catch that.
Ow.
Not sure it's even a tutorial. Oh, it has a button prompt on it.
Ow.
Make a backup today so we can make our own checkpoints.
Huh? Uh-oh. Someone needs to full screen the screen share because they have 4 things and all of them are confusing. We have a jetpack. That's fun. We like jetpacks. This is gonna be a lot mooer.
A jetpack. Yeah, I don't really know what exactly you do in the game yet. Setting checkpoints is interesting. You don't see that often. Is that the first race of the day? Not at all. We've had a double and race before. Was there more? No, I think that's all.
I think this is this our 4th? Which...
Maybe, yeah. Either
we had Gradius, we had whatever just happened.
We've had 2 or 3 matches and one was a double.
Yeah.
And now we've got Super Puzzled Cat, the demo.
Some girl just touched all the spikes, which apparently works.
Apparently there's a lot of different items or skills in this game, and this one lets you be invincible and bounce.
Nope, and then just walked off. Okay, so the secret here is there are billboards that tell you what the thing that you've just eaten do. And I think it's important that we also read them when they're on the screen, because this game is going to be too confusing to watch any particular racer if we don't.
Rubberized jetpack, that's an interesting... No, that doesn't seem rubberized at all. I'm not sure what actually the difference is there. It's still...
I assume rubberized is the mechanic of like bouncing off things.
Yeah, but Pikapals flew into the spikes and didn't bounce off, so I'm not sure how it's rubberized.
Yeah, it's like that. You bounce off the spikes if you hold the button.
Ah, okay, you can't jetpack into things still. Oh, you can! Somegi now bouncing off with the jetpack. Maybe those are 2 different effects?
Yeah, finding the angle here to get to the upper level, but we only get like a few bounces, but there's a pink thing over here if we can just make it up there. If we go right. It's 3 minutes in, but it generally does look like Somegi and Pikapals are early leaders, and that's not too surprising. I think when you have these like super veteran MT racers, they do often just start races slightly ahead. They just have a bit more aggression and a bit more ability to grasp a very new game, and then it can sometimes even out and sometimes just continue to grow the lead.
We see both Somegi and Pikapals here on the bombing level.
Yeah, so we need to get to the pink thing, which is under the level. That seems unacceptable, and we're going to need to do something about it.
We have 2 bombs, so I would expect you can just bomb down, but maybe I'm not understanding the game really yet. Also, the ghost up there, I don't know, does that do anything?
There is also the ghost up there.
Pikapals trying to use it, but I don't know, doesn't seem to do anything. Ah, you can ghost down.
You can
fall through the floor.
You can be a cat ghost and just go through the floor. Freeball is just joined the level that Pikapals is on. Okay, cat turns into cat. We are now in Super Mario World 3D? Whatever the like DS level.
Oh,
but we are
Mario 3D World.
Instead of turning into a cat Mario, we're turning into an actual cat.
Embracing our cat half, yeah. Looks like the cat doesn't last long enough for Pikapals. It's going a straighter path now, I think, and made it out.
Yeah, we gotta also use the second part of cat, which is cat is short. Cat also climb on walls, but cat is notably short. Now we are Ghost Cat, so presumably we just go through this wall. Don't do that. He tried to immediately skip to the end, like he did on the bomb level.
Somegi correctly using the ghost. Falling all the way from the top to bottom. The Pikapals still ahead, but Somegi probably is now on the cat level as well.
The other 2 racers are on our ghost level. Mikey doing it the actual way that I assume that the developers thought you would, which is just the ghost right above it instead of
caught the fish, and I wonder if that does anything. Maybe you can be cat longer if you catch the fish. It's probably just for fun. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cute. No, that was more cat than we were expecting, and literally just catted off the whole level.
Did Girl Cat keep the fish in her mouth? Yeah, I think she keeps it.
That's so cute.
This game is great. I think Cat might be outrun the way it looks. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Bright Shadow confirming.
Yeah. Bright Shadow is our one cat girl expert in chat, and yeah, it looked like an auto run too, right? Which is an interesting combination with wall run. To that be the only auto run mechanic.
Pikapals almost to the finish. There we go. Just missed the stage exit by a bit.
So that explains why Mikey just flew off the level, because they were too good. Their cat was too fast.
I like the Sia billboard there. One of that actually means that people are falling off. Ghost Fortress, that's the stage we've already seen.
The jetpack explosion is so nasty. It belongs in a Metal Gear Solid game, not this cute little cat game. Okay, Pikapal's on a level called Explosions 101, and is, as far as I can tell, just murdered the cat girl. I don't know where you're meant to be considered safe.
Okay, even there, yeah. Pikapal doing a jump to escape the explosions.
Pikapal's beating me to the punch. I was gonna say maybe the middle, maybe going into straight into the middle of all the explosions is the answer, and it turns out it was.
All the other 3 racers on the same stage in the same spot right now. Somegi escapes the jetpack, grabs the ghost, just has to hit the level exit thing down there. I wonder if there's a look around feature. Otherwise you don't see where the thing down there is.
We do have a paste bin, which says nothing about looking around. The levels are... The explosion's getting me every time. It's just such a big explosion.
The poor little cat. Pikapals has a new skill, looks like... No, I'm not sure what it does. He doesn't die on spikes, and he can dig through walls, I guess. Maybe it's just stone.
And then had to wait for the stone digging power to end because it cut our jump.
Somebody trying to jump for that exit, but it seems really hard to hit it. Yeah, it's really a blind jump, and I guess you kind of have to memorize where the exit is to make it. Or did Pikapals do it the other way around, with jetpack and then ghost, maybe?
Pikapals halfway done, by the way. So our goal is to beat 32 levels. There are 16 in the grassland and 16 in the forest. And Pikapals has moved on to the forest, so level 17 of 32.
Yes, it is a demo after all, so it can't be too long, I guess.
Yeah, you always gotta be careful with these Steam demos too, because sometimes they mix and match levels. So you'll end up with levels that are much later in the actual game.
All so 3 players except Pikapals standing in the same place now. That's very nice. Good sync.
You can often end up with a difficulty spike if this is like... If Grasslands is World 1 and Forest is like meant to be World 4 in the actual game or something, you can end up with a significant difficulty jump.
I think Somegi is trying to pick up the ghost while using the jetpack. I'm not sure if that's
That seems...
Okay. Did get it, and could probably do the jump from the upper platform. Just has to escape the jetpack on time. See, freeball I think might be going for a... No, it doesn't jump as far to the side.
Oh, Somegi making it look like it was purposeful.
Oh, I didn't see this skill before, but that's a fun skill. Upper cat. Good old Shoryuken.
Was the level called Upper Cat, or you just clever?
No, the level was called Upper Cat.
Okay, that's a great name. And I was like, where is it? Comical genius. He's invented the shuriken, but for cats. I would have been looking for Nian, but it would have been impossible. No, that's brilliant. Somegi is gaming. I think Pikapals is more gaming, given that I think this is World 2 of the...
Pikapals absolutely charging ahead there. But Somegi, the only other player escaping the difficult jetpack ghost stage. He's now on the big explosion stage.
Third time's a charm. Just jumping.
Out, yeah.
There you go. Jumping through the remains of the explosion, because these explosions are so comically big.
Takes out the second row of explosives with the upper cat.
I believe Pikapals was 2 levels ahead and is now like 4 or 5, because the beginning levels of this forest level have not been slowing him down. And that's against most of the racers. Somegi is the one who's escaped the wall level of this jetpack ghost combo.
Pikapals has some kind of mysterious room. I have no idea if this blue background grid does anything.
There are 2 cats on screen, which I think is just the checkpoint, but it is... Like, this game is wild enough for there to just be you know, two of the same character on screen and I wouldn't blink an eye.
Yeah, apparently Pikapals is leaving his body and walking on special ghost war.
I mean, if you can just bomb your way there, but it doesn't look like you can.
Somegi with a very bouncy
Somegi,
cat finishing that stage.
No, Pikapals is really far ahead. I kind of underestimated how quickly he got through the levels after getting past this wall level that Mikey and Freeball are still on. You can see why though if you've been watching Somegi for the last minute. They have not been slowing her down either.
Not sure if the game tells you in any way that you can dig through the wall there, but Somegi figuring it out already.
We're only 13 minutes into this race. It's actually insane. There's just so much going on, which is in part, obviously we're watching a doubled race. We're watching 4 people play a game at once. It's insane behavior. Do not be on the spikes when your rock ends up. Okay, it's not timed. You get to choose. Yeah. Okay. It does feel like this this first world is mainly teaching you mechanics. Like, no, you can't jump high when you're rock. But it's not really pulled punches. Like, the game's not childishly easy.
Yeah, Somegi is now also on the second world, so halfway done with the goal apparently. Pikapals has a lot of cats on screen now, at least 3. Got more than just the ghost skill there. Building a tower of cats.
Looks like that's progress for Pikapals. The Tower of Cats has finally let us get a new power that will presumably let these explosions go off, for better or worse.
I don't recognize what the thing that Pikapals is gonna pick up is. Okay, fell down here. Can you... Does the dead cat matter? Apparently not. I guess as long as one survives, it's fine. There's no missing the item there, probably.
To note, Freeball did progress past the level that has walled all of our racers to some extent. It does have a lot of work to do to catch up to Pikapals, but the levels are clearly getting harder as we move into World 2.
Looks like Mikey's also trying the strategy that we've seen Somegi at least do, maybe the other players as well. Grabbing the ghost with the jetpack.
Pikapals on this, like, surprisingly
Who gave
precision.
this little cat a gun? Somegi picked up a gun and it can destroy walls, but looks like you can't dig through the wall just to the end there. You have to set up the explosives. Gun solves all problems, at least for Somegi here.
We have plenty of things on screen to talk about, but I'm gonna ask a silly question. So you know how dogs and cats have like dog ears, cat ears?
Ears or years?
I'm saying years, though.
Okay, so
my
different
Welsh father would make it sound the same. How does that apply to cat girls?
Well, I guess if they're half cat and half human, it's the difference is half. I don't know what cat years are. I think dog years are like 7 or 9. I'm not sure. But what are cat years?
Cat ears are cute and they go on top of cats' heads. And they twitch sometimes. No, I mean genuinely, there is also like the anime idea of like this girl looks 7 and then she's 1,000 years old, sort of trope. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a conclusion, and I've started from a non-working thesis. So they also have 9 lives. Scrambles is right. This is really complicated. I probably need to go do some research before I bring it up on stream. My bad. Meanwhile, Pikapals is stuck on this like precision-y. There we go. There's progression. We'll see that level for the other 3 racers sooner rather than later, because it looks a lot more precise and less puzzly than the other levels, and we'll see if that's a wall or actually a relatively easy level, because actually all 4 of our racers have now escaped the wall. Mikey's now causing large explosions. And Freeball is about to progress onto the forest. I believe this is the last grasslands level.
Pikapals passed the last level with the wings. Already seems to have a new skill, I'm not sure what it does. It looks like a little remote, maybe. Oh, is that... Ah, okay, some kind of portal. Some kind of teleporter, maybe. Kitty launch, that sounds nice.
Somegi's just stopped moving, which is a bit concerning.
Pikapals with a pretty complex platforming there. Is using the auto runner cat to slowly jump down to the jetpack.
Oh, but you had nobody was doing this earlier, but turning just hitting the button to not be a cat anymore is the secret to... Oh, come on.
Can you combine the jetpack and the cat to
you can
have
combine
a rocket
any of the
riding cat?
abilities. We've seen rubber jetpack, we've seen stone jetpack.
Yeah, but
Freeball.
did they get unique animations, unique graphics?
I did not know that cat jetpack.
Cat is just cat on a rocket. Yeah, they're taking off out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean that works. Pikapals just goes fully off screen, but using the arrow is able to just drop down on the goal. And if that wasn't intended, I would love to see someone do the intended strategy. Nobody's actually caught up to a point where they have had to deal with the clones yet. Pikapals is like a couple mechanics ahead, and obviously a couple levels ahead.
I think both Freeball and Mikey on the same stage again. Maybe this is also one where it's easy to get stuck. Looks like Mikey knows to dig. Pikapals has so many cats now.
Who gave this cat a gun? It looks like Somegi's level has to be completed in one shot. Or you
in one
run
shot?
out of rubber.
Seems like she can do a few shots at least.
Sorry, specifically 4 shots. You have to get through this wall.
Oh, it doesn't stop bouncing. Isn't there a way to stop bouncing, or where people are always just lucky with the timing? Do you have to break the wall up so you can bounce in? There's no way to stop otherwise.
Or just hit the stop bouncing button, but I'm not sure if the stop bouncing button also removes your ability to shoot gun. Okay, if we're just patient here, can we just bounce all the way back?
Both Freeball and Mikey now in World 2.
Somegi's just been impatient. I thought that there was some mechanical reason why they couldn't make it, but they've just been resetting when in fact they could have just waited and done a second loop. Okay.
Don't think we heard that
now
before.
that we have the audio. That's getting very cute.
No, Somegi placing a bomb on the other cat. No, double cat.
Okay. Congratulations to all of our racers. You've made it halfway. You can now enjoy new sounds, like your clone being very cute while you toss her up to the second level. But you need the thing that breaks the wall?
Pikapals cloning the cat mid-air dash, I think. There's a lot going on there. I wonder if you can jump off the... Yeah, okay. Huh? Okay. So
I mentioned it earlier. I'm gonna argue that I'm right. If this is like actually the second world, this is in like the released game, this is a difficulty spike jump that I would be a bit surprised with. This feels like this is where all the cool mechanics came together, but these are not as tutorialized as they were in the grasslands.
Pikapals is up here, but everything's locked out.
This looks good.
Has a key? Do you need to It has a lock. Okay, has a key as well from down there. Has a key and a bomb. That's all you should need to get to the goal. Looks like Somegi would need another bomb there or something to blow it up.
Everything I've seen about this game makes me feel like the controls are confusing. Obviously we have like the multiple abilities, but just watching racers like Pikapals, who one of his strength is just looking confident while playing the game. When you look at Pikapals race something, you're like, it's hard to imagine that you could go faster. Even when he's going slowly, you're like, well, he's only going slowly because the game has become difficult and he's doing it correctly. When Pikapals is just doing silly things, I'm like, this game is absolutely messing with you. Nya, nya, nya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Pikapals, is this a solution? You put a clone.
Pikapals has the key. I don't see. Does he have a bomb to blow this up?
Doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Can you not
That
explode
should
us
be
too,
it.
Mom? Thank you.
Jet sliding.
Okay.
There's some stuff on the outside for Pikapals here. Yeah, there's a wall to break open. And oh, the key is on the bottom right. That's all the way around.
Yeah, that seems rude. But there's just like not enough on this level to make it complicated. It just seems like that key is just quite hard to get to. This feels platformer adjacent. More parkour than Sokoban.
Already seen him out here, so guess he just needs to get around and then fire his jetpack again down there. And I hope it lasts long enough. But oh, okay, you can unlock stuff now. There we go, nice.
Yep. Yeah, a level has to have more going on for it to give someone like Pikapals, who's otherwise been demolishing this game, any trouble. In the topic of trouble though, Somegi is just not having a great time with this level. I don't know if it's because Pikapals just went through it very quickly, or this level, but it is difficult, or if it's just Somegi running into a bit of a personal wall. But I'm also not figuring out why bombing this wall didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know what all the items do. The bomb obviously explodes, but there's some kind of remote that I think also triggers explosions. I think this is what we saw Pikapals do, blow up one cat.
Yeah.
Now, how do you get through here? Ah, that's the uppercut. Oh yeah, that's like a headband. That's like a Ken and Ryo headband, that one item. That's the Shoryuken, I think.
Okay. We've gotten the warning from local catgirl expert Bright Shadow. The Pikapals level is difficult and infuriating to some level. So I'm excited to watch Pikapals destroy it and make Bright Shadow look a bit silly. I actually have no read on what Pikapal needs to do in this level, let alone...
Have we seen the goal yet? Is it below? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Looks like you have to bomb this open. We've seen a bunch of bombs, but there are
But you
more
also
items in
need
this level.
to be rubber or like floating or something once you go through the hole that you've made.
Yeah, I don't recognize all the items. We've got a star and, I don't know, maybe a chocolate bar or something. Some kind of food on the left side.
Okay, Somgi's on the like pure platforming level. Reminds me a lot of Mario Maker, with the 10-year-olds who are making Mario Maker levels enjoying making you only be able to play the level once due to either crumbling blocks.
What's going
or
on
speed.
Mikey's screen? He speeds. They sped up their cat like crazy, and it bounced around the whole screen. But I thought that was like a rewind, but no, that was just the cat going really fast.
Did he shoot himself or something?
Maybe if you're close enough to the explosion, you're flung away from it without dying.
Pikapals is.
Pikapals is done. Yeah, that's the dot done.
I look
Really
away
missed
for
what
1
happened.
second, and he just beats the level that I jokingly said would be beaten quickly.
Mesmerized by cat girls. Pikapals finishing with a time of 28:33.
Yeah, I mean, Pikapals is always ahead of freeball. That's not news. But, like, just didn't have a big wall level like everybody else has. And has probably also been a little bit faster paced, but... Yeah, you're good, Pikapals. Is this another, like, demo that we just didn't play all the... No, this is all the levels of demo.
Did we have 3 worlds? If there's... How many? 32 main levels, that doesn't really divide by 3 nicely, I think.
It implies... the way it's worded in the faceband implies that there are more levels beyond these 32 main. Like there's bonus levels, but we didn't collect anything. Like these coins have been kind of optional.
Ah, now we see here on Pikapal's screen, the caves and beyond are in the full game, that's why it's just 2 worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, if this is just literally the first 2 levels of this game is got a pretty steep difficulty curve. It just feels like these later levels, this forest has been a lot more both in platforming and puzzling compared to World 1.
Freeball's bouncing very carefully here.
Yeah.
Has enough time to open the hole and get through it, probably.
You do need to shoot at some point to get free ball.
What's going on Pikapal's screen? So many cat ghosts. Scary.
Oh, yeah, just do it again. Free ball. You don't have to restart the whole level.
It's not in the level, it's just the world select, just the world screen here.
Yeah, the undo is quite friendly. We haven't seen many of the players, like, they've been using it a lot, but, like, haven't found overly practical uses other than just, like, they've absolutely messed up. But freeball there just didn't shoot the wall properly, was able to just use the undo instead of go all the way back to the start of the level. Mikey's on the level that gave...
Yeah, both of them, freeball and Mikey, are on the stage.
Yeah, this game. Yeah, but importantly for Mikey, like, this is where they need to make the catch up on Somegi, because this level gave Somegi a disproportionate amount of trouble, and basically the solution, or like the puzzle gimmick, is you need to be willing to kill your clone by doing the bomb trick, and it looks like Mikey's gotten that idea. They're willing to put the bomb and then change control.
Somegi quickly solving that last level, but sadly not using the cat plus jetpack combination. Cancelling out in between.
Okay, Mikey clears a level that took Somegi a lot of time. He's on this little precise platformer level, but Somegi only just finished this a moment ago. This top race is actually quite close.
Yeah, we see the cat shop here in the menu. I think on one of the Steam screenshots I saw, I think you can dress up your cat. Maybe you have to collect stuff to earn currency for that.
Okay. Question for our Japanese favorite chatter. Is Nyan also just what cats say in Japan?
Yeah, nya or nyan usually. Nyan or nyan is the
So it's both the name
sound
for a
word.
cat, but
No, it's not the
also
name for a
like...
cat.
Oh, is it not?
The word cat is neko if you're looking for that.
Oh, yeah. We have two different words we care about. Yeah, it's better than meow, to be fair. Yeah, it is. I've played enough Neko games. Okay, cool. So it is just meow.
Yeah.
But meow is, as far as I'm concerned, a C tier cat noise. My favorite is still the Japanese ducks go app, and I'm like, yeah, ducks do go app. That's
don't
true.
think I've heard that before. I'm looking through the Steam screenshots of this game and I'm seeing one where there's like a Mona Lisa puzzled cat. That's interesting.
I hope it's Japanese. I hope I'm not completely wrong. It's either that or Swedish. You know, the other country that has ducks. Let's get back to the game. What are we doing here, Somegi? This level was, I think, the biggest wall for Pikapals.
If only this was a bonus area. Pikapals' billboard, that's funny.
I like this this jailed cat. It's just reload.
Okay, Somegi makes it up there. I think has been up, but then fell down. So that part is solved for her.
I mean, Verizak, if you say the word meow to a cat, it will then meow back at you. I wouldn't say, I think when cats like actually like make talky noises at you, it's more like a nyan than a meow. But you can get cats to meow at you. You can get cats to make lots of noises if they feel like it, which is to say they never feel like it. I don't think most cats go nya nya nya, though.
Maybe they should.
It's a cat girl thing.
It's pretty cute.
Maybe it is pretty cute. It's very cute. Okay, where do we put this clown? That looks good.
It's like some girl.
And then we just...
Somegi has this level solved, has the key and the bomb. Oh.
And then miss the wall jump. Can you undo? No, you cannot.
I still don't understand how the checkpoints or rewind work. Is that a special item? The opening. Ah, okay, you need 2 people to open it up, maybe. Does Somegi have the bomb now? He's very hesitant.
The stupid cat parkour into rocket is so good. No! Mikey overshot it. Needed that for the comeback too. Cannot be spending too much time on the cat parkour level. Because it looks like Somgi's close to progression here.
Yeah, Mikey cancelling the cat before triggering the jetpack. Seems they didn't get to the jetpack fast enough. I mean, activated it really late.
Yep.
Somegi finishing the level.
Yeah, you gotta touch the wall with the key, you gotta put the bomb down and then back up, and Somegi, sensible in all regards, doesn't mess up the end of the level there, which would have been tragic. Mikey is... Cat rocket. Good cancel into Sky. Now it's actually Freeball's turn. He's going a much lower angle and well overshoots it. Do you get a second try? No. Also, Pikapals is back in the battle. We get to see it. A bonus level?
Yeah, I guess there's unlockable stuff in the demo at least. Bonus stages or something. Maybe we'll see the catch-up. So
No,
Mikey, I think, is now just one stage behind, right? This is the stage that we saw Somegi on just earlier.
Yeah, this level I declared could not be difficult because it doesn't have enough aspects. But there is a platform that Pikapals had when they did this.
Yeah, I think there's a breakable block there that
Has already been broken.
Maybe she doesn't even remember that was there.
I mean, in theory, like, I can see what Somgi's trying to do. They're trying to jetpack, run against the wall, and then she's trying to like fall into the coin, but the jetpack just doesn't have enough juice for that. Yeah, and the issue here is I believe the block that they need has already been destroyed, and they aren't like resetting to start over, and might not realize that that is actually a thing they need to do. Yeah, Marshmaster confirming that this is a mistake that happens to the best of us.
Like she's trying to jump on the lock blocks while they disappear.
I mean, this is precisely what Mikey needed. Mikey won't know this, of course. These races are blind, but Somegi getting walled by something that he probably won't get walled by is a good way to make a comeback, especially since he's only like a level behind. And
looks like Mikey's in deep thinking mode.
This is like level 30, 31 for Somegi. There's not many. This might be the penultimate level.
I think the last one was
times.
The last one was this bombs away lever. Not sure if there are any others in between.
Yeah, so Somgi's like thinking that the secret here is that the keys are unlocking in order of like how far away they were from when you touched it. But if this jump actually works, it would be miraculous. They just need to find the reset.
Looks like Mikey almost has this stage solved. Had the bomb and the key, just needs 2 cats to open this up, I think.
Congratulations to Aaron Doby for the in-chat done. Just taking the pace pin, finding the game on Steam, and then beating it.
So far we only had 2 finishes, that makes you the 3rd place so far.
Oh, he wants a retime though. No. Declined.
Let's see, you'd have to retime for 11 minutes. The last finish was 11 minutes ago.
I'm not sure you need the pace spin for this game. Looking at the pace spin, there's nothing in it that has made me feel like I understand the game more than I would have learned from just watching it or playing it. The placement does know also she can catch fish. Catching fish is not necessary for the role, but it's still cute. Thank you, placement.
Yeah, that was very cute. That's a nice surprise. I appreciate the detail. Yeah, I'm also thinking about getting this game. I've seen it played, but now I'm really convinced.
I'm curious if there are just more mechanics or if they just work with what they've already introduced here in the demo.
Well, they've introduced a lot of stuff. I'm guessing there's still gotta be more.
I'd be fine either way. Like, this is enough. But if your whole, like, gimmick of your game is having gimmicks, it would also be cool if there's just another, like, each world has an equal amount of gimmicks. Assuming that they're at least some similar quality. Don't look now, but Mikey's on the same level as Somegi.
Mikey made it to the same stage and
doesn't have the block and is now going to make the decision: are they going to join Somegi in? Oh no, they've started over.
Also, here's the catch-up on Pikapals' stream. Looks like you can get a few things in the demo. Here all levels under a certain amount of time.
This isn't a tangible lead change just yet, but like Mikey has the advantage here.
Mikey has
because-
reset, so sees the block at least. While Somegi is still trying to make this work somehow. Without the critically breakable block.
Please, Somegi, don't lose. Like, you're gonna be so grumpy if you lose like this. Go restart now.
Mikey
Have a
did
really
the
close-
stage. Okay, there's more. That's not the final stage here, but I think there might only be 2 left.
I just look at the bottom left for Pikapals, who's not even in this race anymore. He's already finished. I just see the biggest explosion. Completely distracting from what is an actual lead change here. And Somegi, please, I want a close race. I think you have a good chance here if you just hit the reset button now, but just doesn't know, and like it's kind of close enough to just believe that it's a very precise jump. That actually felt like it. And that's only worse for Somegi, by the way. The fact that it looked like that could have been it is going to just inspire her more to do the same thing over and over again, which isn't the correct answer. I mean, maybe it is an answer, but it's not the correct answer. It's so precise if this actually does work. It's like actually gonna be like pixel perfect or pixel imperfect.
So can you jump on the blocks while they're crumbling away?
She has done on the one block.
Yeah, it seems like the timing is genuinely really hard. They're going away so fast.
I mean, Mikey's just frozen. I mean, it's a good sign if you're a Somegi fan, but just restart Somegi. No, real restart. Or stand there and be grumpy. There we go. We
Good.
have a race.
Somegi-
And you've now seen and run into the block that you're not allowed to destroy. Okay.
also seems to recognize that you shouldn't destroy it. Restarts when it happens.
Okay, this is a race. Mikey, you need to run. You've got one angry Somegi chasing you, and they've just finished a level that's been walling them, and they've had more pace on every other level than you. If not by much, but you need to go, sir. This is second to last level, I believe.
Probably, yeah.
Penultimate?
I'm guessing there's this
Meanwhile-
and then the bombs away.
There's new mechanics, kids. Pikapals has found. Is this just the game? Did he went and buy the game?
I don't think so, I think that's just bonus stages. Now we've got... the ghosts from earlier, yeah, they were on the World 2 map.
Freeball looks like they're gonna make some progression here if they can do the correct run down there and put the key. No, that's insane people behavior. Might have worked.
Somegi solving the floating stage is
Ooh.
now on bombs away, so is ahead again.
And this is the last level.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Mikey might have lost their chance.
It's kind of hard to say. Like the word deserved in Mystery Tournament, it would have been undeserved for Somegi to lose this. Just getting stuck on a reset trap. But Mikey's played well. Mikey's on the last level too. Whoever wins this is going to be deservingly winning. It's just going to be rough if it's Somegi losing. Okay, the level's called Bombs Away. We have bombs. You cannot
Somebody's
cheese it.
trying to
I can
jump
tell
over
you-
there.
I can tell you for free. You, if that jump is cheesable, this is a poorly made game. That looks like the exact jump that you cannot make because it's a trap. Pikapals finished this level really quickly once they figured it out, and
Yeah, we didn't even
If
see
you,
how they did it. So you need the gum over there, I guess, to become bouncy.
get out of the pit. It will explode you. Or don't and die. It's fine too.
Looks like there are blocks hidden under the walls here. There was a breakable block there for Somegi on the right side. That's probably to get over to the right side later.
So the jetpack is just to get away from a bomb that you dropped earlier.
I wonder if the regular jump wouldn't be enough.
It took me a while to figure out why they were jetpacking at all, and it's because they've been doing the bomb under the character model, and then flying away.
Okay,
And you had to fly away quite well.
Looks like the bomb does have quite a bit of range.
Somegi seems to have more ideas than Mikey, but again, like, it does not take much to finish this level. Either of them could finish on the next attempt.
Okay, Aaron Dobie saying the breakable block I saw is probably just what a single block that's left over looks like. Might keep bombing the floor away. That's not gonna work.
We had 10 racers, 9 official, plus 1 Aaron Dobie. These racers, Somegi had the pace to be a stronger time than this. Is this it? No.
Wouldn't that just be? She doesn't have the gun.
Oh, she just jumping for the sake of it.
I mean, I guess you have to get to the left side, otherwise why wouldn't it be there? The gum, and then you can bounce down there.
So there's no, like, we've had the hover previously. None of these are that.
I don't know what the star is, I guess that's just like a bonus item. But I think the other item on the left side is a piece of gum.
The bounce around
Yeah.
mechanic that we saw on, like, level 2 of all things. No, you can't make this jump.
We haven't even seen any of the 2 players here try to get to the left side. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but it seems to me you should try getting in there.
I mean, if you're able to blow away that, like, corner that's touching the spikes in the bottom right, this jump might be cheesable. But again, I just didn't see what Pikapals did. Yeah, what I was saying is a lot of racers are finishing here now. We're on the back half of racers, which feels a bit unfair. Like, these racers have been trucking along and doing just fine. This game just has a lot going on. But for someone like Somegi, who spent so much time just on one level quite recently, it's, like, gotta be some level of frustrating, intimidating, tilting.
V-Twin Chat saying the left side is maybe just to get the star. I thought you maybe would have to get the gum to bounce down to the goal. Otherwise, I'm not sure. So what items do we have here? I only see bombs.
So you still have
the remote. There's a remote there. Does that help somehow? I think the remote also blows stuff up.
There hasn't been a puzzle so far that you haven't used everything on screen. So I'd be very surprised. Do we still have the extra jetpack? Does it do anything to have an extra jetpack?
I think the jetpack without the cat only gets you straight up. Funnily enough, yeah, if you had the cat as well, you apparently can turn the jetpack. Well, your chat's saying the left side might look like it's only for the star, so they're not going there. I think you need the gum over there. That seems like a fairly obvious solution.
Somebody just hates the idea of completing whatever looks like it's meant to be the solution and does love trying to cheese this jump. Huh?
Yeah, some girl
We
keeps
have
doing
two-
this teleport strat to pick up the bombs.
I mean, having 2 bombs, if you could like remove one more of the wall, this looks more cheesable.
Oh, some girl might have the path there. Yeah, it does get it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
So
the
that's-
solution for Pikapals as well. And there's a dot on.
I mean, good race. It just would have been so unfortunate if Somegi had lost it. So, to some extent, I'm just kind of happy that we didn't have to have that interview. GG's. Thank you, Pikapals, for showing us that this game only gets cooler. Apparently has spooky ghosts and a white cat. What? I don't even know what's going
Maybe
on
that's
down there.
just cat dressing up.
But yeah, I was trying to mention that Somegi wanted to remove that one last block. She eventually does, and it works as expected. Just a lot of potential walls in this game. We just saw different players get stuck on different levels, and some players get stuck, or a lot of the players get stuck on a few levels. But game looks really fun, and Mikey's now in the Somegi must exploit everything mindset. So we'll see how that goes for them. Bullet Dancer, are you in MT? I'm not.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah, we've seen
he
him.
is? Okay, good. To note, if you're joining this chat or you're looking at this on YouTube and you're like, dang, I wish I'd joined this tournament. One, I mean, this is MT19. I can promise you that MT20 is basically guaranteed to happen, though it will be out in the distant future. That's not a huge deal. You can join these races. Come join the Discord and we'll get you hooked up with how to join them. And you too can find out what it's like to be a cat girl who gets bullied by a relatively interesting game, if not difficult.
It's too bad that only the players on the right side are not finished, so we can't really zoom in on them.
We don't have a button for make a fake race in the UI.
Well, I could swap them around, but that's manual work.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that. I'd rather watch Pikapals.
But both of them on a fun
deal.
stage already. Mikey and Freeball.
We're getting another race. Oh no. Is this what happens to Mythical 9? You just end up casting all day if you're not careful and then your
This
voice
should be the
goes?
last one though.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm having a good time. These games have been great. There's a Aspion posting in just our Discord a tweet, or Blue Sky, I guess. I asked the world's best super puzzled cat player, someone I don't know on YouTube, for a hint on a secret item, and they were like, I don't want to say too much. I myself asked for a hint and regret doing so. So I don't feel worthy of attaining that item. I understand, Master. I will stop thinking. Or sorry, I will not stop thinking.
It sounds like the rabbit hole or the cat hole goes deep in this game. At least on optional items and achievements.
It might be one of the best things that's happened in gaming. Like we've seen trends in gaming. Like the classic, you're playing a game from 2012 and a voice is just doing Portal 1. And that's just how every free game in 2012 was, because Portal was the most inspiring game. And then someone made Celeste and it was great, and now we get real platformers. But I appreciate the continued adding of Easter eggs, just making new developers, and this being maybe not a new developer, but very much a new game. This came out this month, or no, it's February now. Last month, I guess. And they're still adding cute little Easter eggs to a point that you have to go discover them all. The idea that you have to go to somebody on YouTube and ask them the question is actually a bit insane. I guess this game is only a couple weeks old, so maybe it's still being found out. Mikey's having trouble here, to a point that freeball's actually on the same level now. We can try and find if there's an actual intended solution that involves the gum. Is this the music of the game?
This is game music.
I've only just heard it now. It's kind of a jam.
I mean, you've been hearing the nyas, so I'm guessing you heard the music.
I've been very distracted by the nya. Oh.
Oops, did I reload the...
No, Mikey had just gotten the gum too. No, Mikey found the other solution and we didn't get to see it. That's a dot done from Mikey.
Oh no.
With a time of 59:06. Yeah, they bombed the gum wall somehow and then apparently finished 10 seconds later. And
we will never know unless freeball does it.
Come on, freeball. Show us how possibly one could use the gum. We can also ask in an interview if we want to drag some of these fools in, but nobody's been begging like they were in the last race, and we still have freeball who's on the last level. Healthy race, by the way. I mean, Pikapals finished 28 minutes, Mikey finished 59 minutes. The cream does rise. Or, hear me out, you get walled for 10 minutes and on one level and you look a bit silly, but it happens to literally everybody except for Pikapals. Freeball having a little think. Mooer, can you remind me what matches these were?
Somegi, Mikey is Lizards 2, Freeball, Pikapals is Wizards 3.
So another person going into Wizards 4 here today. We're progressing through this tournament. Wizards 4 is also really far, by the way. Like, when you lose in Wizards 4, I don't actually think you go to Lizards 4. I think you go to, like, Lizards 6 or something. You just skip a lot of the grueling parts of Lizards, which we always like to say is the best place to be because you get to play more games. But if you go through Wizards, you do have to play less opponents. Just admin, we do have Mikey in the waiting room. I'm happy to drag him in if you want to.
Yeah, we've got Mikey with us now. Let's see if the other players want to join as well.
Hello.
Okay, Mikey, we gotta tell you one thing. We didn't get to see, just due to a small stream cutout, your solution to the last level. You were grabbing the gum.
Yeah.
And then you finished. Was it trivial, or was there something else you had to do after you grabbed the gum?
I just bombed the other wall.
Okay. I will tell you this now. Pikapals, we did not see it all. They went through it very quickly. Somegi just double bombed that wall and then made a cheesy jump.
Yeah.
We were desperately wanting to see how you were gonna solve the puzzle because I assumed that your way was closer.
Here,
to
I could
it.
probably try to do it again here.
Do it. I would love that. Appreciate it. While you're doing that, let's get some Somegi action in here. Hello, Somegi. Congratulations on the win. Big GG's. We've also got Pikapals in here. The first thing I have to ask about or comment about, you had that one level that you spent so long
we
looking
don't have
at
to talk about that one. It's fine. It's fine.
I will just give you the context. Mikey caught up to you on that level, and then you both progressed about the same time. So we actually had a nice dramatic race there.
I don't know why I didn't think to just reset and see if I had somehow ruined it earlier.
It looked like I saw you jump off the
Okay,
key block.
it is. I am 100% sure what I was doing is possible.
We've also got Freeball, who we haven't seen for a bit. Did you just finish Freeball, or did we just take it off screen? Because
Yeah, he
Hello.
finished, and then I switched to the other part.
okay, Mikey's just shown us the actual
Like
rubber
that.
solution. Okay. Apparently, everybody had a different solution to the last one, the last level.
Oh.
I will start with Pikapals on a question. So, Pikapals, you found the bonus levels afterwards? What? How? What? Or did you buy the game? That was the other theory I had, was you just went and bought the game and then started World 3.
Oh no, this is the first bonus level for the
Okay,
first
okay.
world.
Let's ask
Significantly
the room.
harder than the rest of the game.
It looked like it. We'll just go top to bottom, so starting with Freeball. You guys enjoy the game?
I did enjoy the game. Like, it's not a bad game, but for me, this is too many buttons. About 8 too many buttons with switching functions. I think I spent more time looking at the bottom left than anywhere else on the screen. But yeah, it could have been worse. So, yep.
Mikey?
Yeah, same. I really like this, but the buttons being different every single time, just my brain just could not wrap myself around it. And it just defaulted to rewind instead, as you probably saw a lot of. But yeah, the puzzles were actually pretty good. It's just there needs to be some consistency in the buttons.
Pikapals?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, but yeah, definitely also hit a lot of the wrong buttons all of the time.
And Somegi. Beyond that one level.
Didn't have as much issues with the buttons. I just think there was maybe like 3 too many mechanics that all had like their own intricacies that I feel like they maybe didn't get quite enough time to like breathe and expand on what each item did, because you kind of get them for like 1 or 2 levels and it's like, oh, there's a new item, which I found kind of jarring. And I also think I wish I knew more about what the items did without having to trial and error them so much, like particularly noting that the clone also duplicates your inventory.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Is like super non-obvious. And I was like, this level's not possible because it's the first level where they introduce the clone. You have to make use of that.
I'm curious if this game, the chat seems to have really enjoyed watching you guys play this, and a few of them are going out and buying it, sort of thing. And I'm curious if the full game does a bit more tutorialization, or just continues to just show you. Like,
I think it probably just
Just
continues
keeps going.
like
Yeah,
this. This is probably just the first 2 worlds of the full game. So
yeah, I just
Yeah,
like
that's what it
normally
seems
expecting
like.
a game like this for a world to focus on like 1 or 2 core mechanics and like slowly build them up over time, where it felt like this game was just like, no, here's like 12 different items. Figure out what they all do and how they interact with each other, which I found to be
yeah,
a bit
like the first time
tough
the
to adjust
portal
to.
showed, I was like, what does this do?
I don't think me or Muware bothered to ever say the word portal. We just ignored that one.
I think I might have mentioned that once, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game, and I think
yeah,
we were talking more about the neons and the cats and the cat and the rocket, all the important
Mhm.
parts.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
cat,
understand the priorities
cat,
for
cat
that.
and the rocket best level, or was there another argument?
The
too?
cat form grabbing the yarn is definitely the best sprite in this.
Yeah, that seems accurate. I definitely went back afterwards and looked at the cat grabbing the yarn again.
Yeah, we've just come off 2 double races where there was a winners and a losers, a wizards and a lizards. So we have one person going into wizards 4. So Pikapals?
Yep.
Is it you? That's quite far
Yeah,
into
that
the
sounds
tournament, but you've done it before. I believe MT17 you made it to the finals off a winner's run. Do you happen to know who your next opponent is, or do I need to do work? It's probably a
Let's see if
pile of
we
people.
know.
You're probably early. On the other end of the spectrum, I believe Mikey, you were in our Lizards 2 match.
Yep.
Did you enjoy yourself? I believe this is.
This is
It-
my
it-
14th, I think. 14th or 15th MT. But yeah, I took a couple years off, but yeah, it's been fun getting back into it.
Has there been like a difference in like the games that you've been handed compared to like your vintage performances?
I think it's just that more and more people are submitting freeware off of itch or the Steam demos now. So I think that's been the major thing. Just less retro consoles, more freeware.
Are you missing your NES platformers or?
There's a lot of Mega Man-like games on the NES library, and I am absolutely terrible at those, so I'm fine with the freeware.
I mean, we had Mega Man 4 this week, so it's not even Mega Man like at some points. Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, the tournament goes on for both Somegi and freeball. You guys have been here before. You know how it works. Just win more. You get to play more games.
Yeah.
Yep, been here a few times.
Any last comments on this game though before we let you go?
Nope, that's about it.
Mooware, you want to pull up the schedule while we wave goodbye?
We have a match setting up right now. It seems people are
Really?
missing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad has also been saying that it's the last match, but no, there's a one. I'm setting it up right
I was
now.
wondering. Like, I'm pretty sure we had a conversation saying that there was another match coming.
So, thank you, everyone, for joining, and we'll get on the next match right away.